So the RAH-66 is one of the most unique helicopters in the game, if not the most unique. And yes, it is indeed featured as a premium, but honestly, that was honestly kind of expected, this or an event. So the RAH-66 is one of the only, probably will be the only helicopter we see in War Thunder that has stealth capabilities. There were some other models and like test beds of this version, but I don't think we'll actually ever see them in War Thunder, as they never got past designing. And so really, this will be it for stealth helicopters, and that has its own thing to it. This helicopter offers a lot, but also lacks a lot, and Gaijin kind of seems to be back and forth with some of it. I've noticed that a lot of people have bug reported it lacking countermeasures, it lacking things like the AGM-114K. And obviously, if Gaijin were to add that, this helicopter could easily be a top-tier premium for the United States. Instead, it sits at just beneath top tier, lacking countermeasures, and with the AGM-114B. Realistically, the difference between the 114B and 114K is not enough for me to say that it's game-changing. The big argument for me would be the lack of countermeasures, because there is no reason why this helicopter shouldn't get them, honestly. In my opinion, it would have made sense to give it countermeasures, give it the 114K, and put it at, 12.0. And my reasoning behind that is that's where your stealth is going to be most noticeable, most needed. And so it just would be nice to have an option there. Also, how does its stealth really work? I'm kind of torn on this, because I've had it work really well, I've had it not work at all. It seems to kind of be iffy sometimes. And this is where I just get really torn. I can't necessarily tell you guys that it's the greatest premium vehicle we have in the game. I mean, we only have two that have, premium vehicles in the game. And so Gaijin is still obviously learning how they're going to want to do stealth. And there's, only room for really improvement on the RAH-66. Same with the F-117. It can only get easier for Gaijin to model this because they're going to get more practice as it goes on, and they start to add things like the B-2, the B-21, the F-22, and so on and so on. So really, it can only get better. Now, as far as actually purchasing this for yourself, this is where it gets to be another interesting question. I have a very hard time answering this question because you find this helicopter at 11.3. Most premium players are going to be playing it alongside things like the M1A1HC, or the M1A1 Clickbait, and the RDF-LT. Both of those are 11.7. Featured at 11.7 as far as premium helicopters is the American AH-64AGR. This offers more Hellfires, it offers countermeasures, and it offers, the countermeasures is a big one, but it also offers things like the AIM-9Ls and the APKWS. But the big one is obviously the countermeasures. So that just kind of begs the question if the RAH-66 is worth buying to grind out if you're going to be playing it in a higher BR. Now, for recording this footage, I originally played it with the RDF-LT and had a very hard time up against things like the IRST, because that's what you're going to be mostly facing against if you're playing it alongside other 11.7 or other, premiums like the 11.7 ones found in the US Tech Tree. I'm not saying the Apache is going to feature better against them, but if you're going to be buying a helicopter to play in a premium lineup, you're buying one that you're already going to be up-tiering. And I think the issue with that is players then are going to complain that, hey, it's not working, it's not being what it needed to do. And it's not going to. I mean, like I said, Gaijin is still figuring out how they want their stealth to work, and I don't really think, as of right now, one helicopter should be completely immune to the IRST and other AA systems. It's just, we'll just see how Gaijin ends up doing it. As far as how it plays fine. It plays like a slightly better, it's very nimble, it plays a lot like the Chinese helicopters. Other than that, I mean, it's just a cool feature that nothing else will have in the game. So if you guys want that cool, unique feature, I'd say, it's worth getting on sale. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts on the RAH66. Do you guys think it's worth it? Let me know down below in the comments. If you guys are not already subscribed, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Make sure to join the Discord link down below in the description. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.